For those living under a symbiote-covered space rock, there will be spoilers. You've been warned. The ending of Venom completely set up the rest of the franchise, showcasing ways it could branch out, and giving a definitive vision for Venom 2. And no, we're not talking about the final scene where Venom bites up a guy's head in the convenience store. Fast forward a little. And bam! Yep, right there at the post-credits scene. The introduction to Cletus Kasady, better known as Carnage to comic book lovers. While a cinematic battle between the anti-hero Venom and the serial killer Carnage would be amazing, Sony may already have a lot of problems on their hands while trying to set up the sequel. Before you dive into the dark truth about Venom 2, click subscribe. You'll join our notification squad and be the first to know of new ScreenRant content. We get it. Venom hasn't even been in theaters for a month and we're already talking about the sequel. Well, don't blame us. Sony's the one who teased us in the post-credits scene. Not only did they introduce Carnage in a big way, but they already hired the actor for the part, bringing Woody Harrelson on board for the highly anticipated role. Waiting for the battle between Carnage and Venom was the perfect move for a sequel. But Sony may not have thought things out well when they put Venom against Riot for a solo movie outing. True comic book fans may have noticed Riot felt a little familiar. Well, he was. The writers and filmmakers basically siphoned the symbiote powers from Carnage and injected them right into Riot. In Venom, we see Riot turn his arms into axes, shoot spikes out of his back, and kill people without giving it a second thought. All of those powers and traits are directly taken from Carnage and not the same ones Riot has in the comics. So when Venom 2 is set for release, how will Carnage stand out from Riot? Sure, their hosts will be very different. A powerful and greedy CEO versus a serial killer. But when the symbiotes consume their bodies, it may feel like a rehash of the same Riot and Venom battle we saw in the first movie. So for Sony and Marvel to showcase Carnage, they will have to change his powers and go against the traditional comic book origins. Going against Marvel Comics continuity could be a big mistake. It all depends how far they push things. The creation of Carnage and his formation with Cletus Kasady all comes from a spawn of the Venom symbiote. The post-credits scene already showcases the first interaction between Eddie and Cletus, so they're on the right path. One of the biggest differences in the comics is the fact that Eddie and Cletus were cellmates. Brock wasn't just a visitor. It already looks like Eddie is getting away with all of his actions from the first film, so we may not see him locked up. But there has to be some reason Cletus becomes obsessed with Eddie. Maybe we're just nitpicking, but obviously some big plans are in place. Sony has already showcased how they're unafraid to go against the grain. Venom's own origin was changed completely from the original Spider-Man story fans know so well. Expect the same to be done with Cletus. Woody Harrelson's casting is already a step in the right direction. The first Venom was a mix of tones and has some pretty bad reviews, but the box office success gives Sony a chance to clean up the story, deliver on the action, and showcase a sequel that surpasses the original in many ways. The ending left more questions than answers, and a lot of work will be needed to make the big screen Carnage worth paying for a ticket. How could they make Carnage stand out from Riot? Will Venom 2 blow the first one out of the water? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and subscribe to ScreenRant on YouTube so you can stay up to date with our awesome videos. Thanks for watching.